Have you ever felt like everything in your life is falling apart? And no matter what you do, nothing seems right. You're not alone. Today, we're going to look at how God gives us hope, even in the darkest seasons. Does your heart feel heavy today? Maybe, the weight of the world feels as if it has settled squarely upon your shoulders, pressing down until you can barely catch your breath. Perhaps the path ahead has grown dim, shrouded in a fog of uncertainty and fear, leaving you feeling utterly lost and alone. You look at the landscape of your life, the broken pieces, the unanswered questions, the silent prayers, and a quiet despair begins to whisper that things will never change. It tells you that this feeling of being overwhelmed is your new reality, that this ache in your soul is a permanent resident. You've tried so hard for so long, and now you're just tired. So very tired. Let me speak directly to that weariness, to that part of you that is tempted to give up. You are seen. You are not invisible in your struggle. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. God sees the battle you are fighting. He hears the unspoken plea of your exhausted spirit. You may feel as if you are adrift on a vast and unforgiving ocean with no land in sight, but you are not forgotten. The silence you perceive is not a sign of His absence. Your pain does not disqualify you from His presence. In fact, it is often in these very moments of profound brokenness that He draws nearest. You might be thinking, that sounds nice, but you don't know my situation. And you are right. I don't know the specific details of your storm. I don't know the name of the giant you are facing or the depth of the valley you are walking through. But I know the one who does. He knows every detail, every fear, every disappointment. He has counted every hair on your head and has collected every one of your tears in a bottle. Your story is intimately known by the author of all stories. He has not lost the plot. He has not written you out of the narrative. This chapter of pain is not the final word on your life. There is more to your story than this. So take a slow, deep breath, just for a moment. Release the tension in your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. You have been carrying this burden for so long, trying to figure it all out on your own. You have been striving and straining, hoping your own strength would be enough to see you through. But what if, for just a moment, you could entertain the possibility that you don't have to carry it all? What if you could find a hope that is stronger than your circumstances, a peace that defies your problems? This isn't a call to ignore your pain, but an invitation to find an anchor in the midst of it. A real, unshakable hope is available even now. Knowing that hope is available is one thing. Actively holding on to it in the middle of a storm is another. Hope is not just a passive feeling, it is an active choice, a spiritual muscle we must exercise. When everything in you wants to sink into despair, take intentional, practical steps to keep your head above water and your eyes fixed on truth. These aren't complicated formulas, just simple daily practices that let God's hope take root, even when life feels rocky and dry. It starts with small, deliberate actions. First, immerse yourself in God's Word. More than a quick read, focus on His promises. Find verses that speak to your weary heart and write them down. Put them on your bathroom mirror. Put them on your car dashboard. Make them your phone wallpaper. Read them when you wake. Meditate on them through the day. Speak them out loud. When fear and doubt get loud, turn up the volume of God's truth. Let His word be the dominant voice in your mind. Saturate your thoughts. Feed your soul the nutrients it needs. Second, pray with raw honesty. You don't need to clean up your feelings first. He can handle your anger. He can handle your confusion. He can handle your disappointment. He can handle your doubt. The Psalms model brutally honest prayer. Tell God exactly how you feel. Yell, cry, question. He can take it. Say, God, I feel so lost right now. I don't feel you. I'm scared. I need your help. Honest prayer opens the door to real connection. In that space, He meets you, comforts you, and begins to heal. Third, connect with encouraging people. In our world, hope is often treated as a fragile thing, dependent on favorable circumstances. But what happens when the opposite is true? True, unshakable hope is not anchored in our changing circumstances, but in the unchanging character of God. Our situation may change from day to day, but God does not. Romans 15:13 says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Isaiah 40:31, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will run and not grow weary." And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. Our hope is not in the absence of the storm, but in the presence of the one who has power over the storm. Place your hope on the bedrock of God's character, His love, wisdom, and power. When your hope is in Him, it becomes resilient and life-giving. It doesn't deny your pain, but it refuses to let that pain have the final say. It's a hope that holds because it is held by the one who holds all things together. If you feel like nothing seems right, remember this: God has not abandoned you. His hope is alive even when your heart feels weary. Hold on. He is working behind the scenes. Thank you for watching. If this message encouraged you, please share this video with someone who needs hope today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to let us know how God is working in your life. Your support helps us spread God's word to more hearts around the world. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe.